Bună și bine v-am regăsit la emisiunea Legile Afacerilor. Începem această ediție prin a le mulțumi partenerilor și a anunța că dăm startul unei veri pline de surprize. Înscrierile Romanian Property Awards și Romania Legile Awards adună proiecte importante în parcursul către scena mondială. Dezvoltatorii Cloud9 și BHB Properties, două nume grele din real estate-ul românesc, ni s-au alăturat și casele de avocatură KPMG și Stoica și asociații completează cu mândrie portofoliul nostru de legal. În luna iulie, așa cum v-am obișnuit, ne vom revedea cu toți într-un eveniment de sparkling with a lake view de această dată. Revenind la invitatul meu de azi, vă pot spune că vine dintr-o țară în care ciocolata este mai mult decât un aliment sau un desert. A venit în România pentru că a crezut în potențialul de dezvoltare al acestei țări. A investit într-un proiect în inima pădurii, având la activ proiecte exclusiviste finalizate în Belgia. Se află alături de noi cel care contrazice ultimele zvonuri, conform cărora investitorii și dezvoltatorii străini ocolesc România. Doamnelor și domnilor, Alexandra Tomei sunt, iar alături de mine în această zi este Cedric Heeren. Hello, Mr.
Hello, thank you.
I spelled it correctly.
It's almost perfect.
Almost perfect.
Cedric Heeren is my name.
Until the end of this TV show, I will learn perfectly how to spell it.
It's no problem at all.
So, welcome to Romania.
Thank you for having us.
It's a pleasure for us to talk with people who have a different point of view about the real estate, especially. But let's start with the beginning. Let's say, let's talk a little bit about what the name Skyline Europe represents.
Yes.
His history, because I understood that it's a business family. If I'm wrong, please correct me.
Thank you. It's correct. Actually, Skyline Europe is a Belgian real estate developer who makes part of a bigger group of development companies, and it's family, 100% family owned.
40 years.
Yes, for more than 40 years we are active, and the development companies, we are specialized in the large scale, high quality neighborhoods development. Like I said, we are family owned, and we have some key values we always want to implement in our projects.
What can I ask?
Yes, of course.
About those key?
Yes, of course. Maybe just to in the company some numbers, the details. So we are existing for more than 40 years. In total, we have a fantastic team of almost 100 employees. Every year in Belgium, we develop between, of course, with the economic cycles, we develop between 600 and 1,000 residential units per year.
Impressive.
Representing a total turnover between 2 and 3 million euro, 300 million euro per year. So this is just for the numbers. For the rest, I brought you a very nice movie, and as you can see, we are specialized in developing large-scale neighborhoods. This is a movie of our project in Antwerp. Antwerp is a second biggest city in Belgium after Brussels. And here, as you can see, we develop a big neighborhood focusing on three key points. We have the architecture. As you can see, the different buildings we have, we work with international architects. Several of them are Pritzker Prize winners, so international, very well known. Secondly, as you can see, we pay a lot of attention to green areas to implement in the bricks, between the bricks, a lot of green, low traffic, high quality zones. And last but not least, the community is evolving. We also try to create a community, a local community. A lot of people are living alone or working hard. There are children up to elderly people. We try to develop like a life cyclist guaranteed area. You can stay all your life. So as you can see, this is a very nice project we've been developing for now almost 180,000 square meters, and there are remaining 120,000 square meters in total around 2,500 apartments we built here, 60,000 square meters of offices, elderly homes, retail, a school, kindergarten, all the services you need in a neighborhood today, and this is why we call it Welcome in the Neighborhood of Tomorrow.
That's nice. I want to ask you how long it takes to a project from the stage of, I don't know, draw, authorizations and so on, until it is finished?
It's a very good question. It's very good to emphasize that we try to do all in-house. So from the concept until the delivery of the building and even beyond. So we start with looking for good locations, and then what's very important, with the local authorities, we go in discussion and we see what are the needs from the city or the commune, the place where we are, and then we start with to look for the perfect architect. Then we start developing. We go with the first project to the authorities again, to the chief architect of the local authority, and then, as from when the project is approved, then we apply for the building permit. And that, of course, it's a sensitive topic. I know also in Romania it's not easy, but in Belgium it's even worse. It's very difficult.
Okay,
yes.
okay. Let's spell it again, because all the people
Yes.
are saying that in other countries is more easier.
I can assure you that in Belgium it's very challenging too, because there are many procedures. Every year we have more rules you have to comply with, not only urbanistic but also environmental. And so there are a lot of stakeholders involved, and everybody is allowed to, it's normal, everybody can express his wishes, but often, yeah, it's one wish against the other, so to find a solution, so it can take
time.
a long time to get a building permit. But then, when we have the building permit, we have our own in-house team, not only for the marketing, but also the sales team, technical team, legal team, and also we have our clients team, which means that our individual clients are invited in the office. They can choose their own materials, their finishing, and to have really the apartment of their dreams.
Of their dreams, right?
Yes.
And let's talk about Romania. First of all, I want to ask you, how many times have you come to Romania to fall in love with this country?
How many times I've come, or how many times it took to fall in love with Romania?
Yes, there are
No.
two different questions.
Yes, indeed. No, and to be honest, I'm coming to Romania since 2007. So over the last almost 20 years, we're traveling to Romania. The reasons why we come to Romania I will express immediately, but over the last years we have been land banking, so we were looking for good locations. We bought property and then we resold it, or we developed it, around 250 hectares we did over the last years. Why we came to Romania and why we are still coming to Romania and we love it, it's of course, first of all, it's a EU member, and it's very actual today also, but we are partners, so we have to work together in these days where it's very important to respect and to collaborate with your partners. But that's just the beginning. We believe that the economic growth, and that has been proven over the last years, it's a huge capacity. If I see every time I come here, often it takes 2 weeks, or sometimes it takes 2 months, you see something changing. It's a very dynamic country, and it's a pleasure to see it, and this also offers opportunities. It's represented in the numbers. You see, Romania has one of the biggest economic growth numbers of Europe, which also means that there's a middle class, which is becoming bigger and bigger, and also the standards of living are increasing. The increasing standards we have. We come from some old, lower quality, small living home units here, and you see that there's a need for more quality living. So this is one of the reasons we also see. On the other hand, Romania has one of the highest percentages of homeowners. I'm always impressed, but it's.
And this is good or not? Because
it's good. It's 95% compared to Belgium, where we have around 72% of homeowners, which is still high compared to Europe. In Belgium, we see it slowly decreasing, and we expect it also in Romania. It will decrease a little bit, and that the rental market will
we
develop.
feel that trend.
Yeah. So And in Europe, we believe that we can do what we did in Belgium 20, 30 years ago, that it's also possible in Romania. We have a good potential market here also, like I said, for the rental, domestic people who live there, but also it gives opportunities for investors to buy real estate and to rent it to tenants, to look for tenants. And last but not least, because of not only because of being an EU member, it's impressive the strategy in Romania and the investment in infrastructure. We see in all the other European companies.
We're still working on it.
Yes, we're still working.
But we are moving fast.
Very fast.
Because the context.
Yeah, so this is also gives a lot of opportunities to invest in Romania.
You came to Romania. You fall in love with a specific place, let me say that. As I've said in my intro, in the heart of the woods, of the tree. Poiana Brașov, more specific.
Yes.
Tell us more about this project, Jakob Sonne Resort, if...
Very good, yes. Like I explained, for the past years, we traveled mainly to Bucharest and we did land banking in Bucharest, but we also had the opportunity to discover the rest of this very, very beautiful country. It's well known, but not yet enough with foreigners, that it has an amazing nature and an amazing culture.
We still breathe.
I'm sorry?
We still breathe.
Yes.
We have,
so this is also for one of the reasons we would like to attract and to promote Romania more. But over the last years, I had the opportunity to visit a lot of beautiful places, and also Poiana Brașov, which I believe it's one of the most exceptional locations in Romania. Unique nature, unique development, a lot of possibilities for leisure and so on. And this is it's one of the reasons we were looking for a project there, because it was also an emotional reason, but also rationally its location, it's amazing. Like I said, it's well connected to Brașov.
And to Bucharest.
Yeah, first of all, to Brașov and then to Bucharest. So Brașov, it's already a very strategic location. It's well connected, depending on traffic, of course, but by car it takes between 1.5 hours to 2 hours to go there from Bucharest. But you can go easily by train. Also for foreign tourists, the new airport is open, so it's very exceptional that a city like Brașov, which is not only well served in infrastructure, but its strategic location between the business hub of Bucharest or a technical hub of Cluj, in combination with this infrastructure work, it's a unique spot. And then in this very nice city, it takes only 50 minutes to drive up to the mountains, and you can forget about all your daily worries and enjoy the life.
Enjoy the new resort. The
new resort, yes, indeed. In Belgium, we also have, we develop a lot of second home residences. A little bit the same between 1 and 2 hours of the biggest cities in Belgium. We have our own seaside. It's different than the mountain, but if you go there, it's not so beautiful as in Bucharest because it's a small coast and there's a lot of buildings. But in Belgium, a lot of people have a second residence or rent it for the weekend or for holidays to go for a little break. And
is that culture?
I'm sorry?
Yes,
that's culture. Yes, indeed. And we believe this is also for the domestic people in Romania. It's more and more demand for a premium break close to the bigger cities. So this is also a very important point where we choose for Poiana Brașov.
What Jakob Sonne Resort offers or promises to the new clients?
Yes, Jakob Sonne is first of all, it's compared to the projects I've shown you in Antwerp. We also worked with international architects. It's Franz Jans, an Austrian architect, who developed a very nice project with nice materials, which shows quality and life quality. We'd like to offer the life quality.
Sky Tower and Promenada Mall here in Bucharest were
Yes,
developed
indeed.
by this
Yeah,
architect.
correct.
Right.
But it's a our target is to offer an all-in tourism resort. Not only for skiing and going for the ski slopes in the winter time, but in summer there are a lot of other sports you can do, facilities. But besides of that, we want also people to be able to relax, and that's why we offer a very nice wellness area. Fine dining, or after ski bar in the winter, fine dining you can enjoy. Really, like I said, the little breaks become more and more important in our lives.
As I understood, this project will have 5 buildings.
Actually,
A, B, C, D. Yeah.
Yes, you're right. 5 buildings of units to stay, and then we have a 6th building, which offers all the facilities with the wellness, the swimming pool, the bars, the restaurants, and so on. So in total, we will have around 200 units, which we will build in the different projects, yes, buildings.
So how many of these apartments, let's say, or units will be available for I don't know, the clients to buy? And how many will be used just in the hotel, for the hotel purpose?
It is a tourism resort, so it will be open, all the units will be open for everybody. So there will be different ways to stay there. We have the main hotel building where you can take a classic hotel room. And in the 4 other buildings we will have the branded residences or serviced residence, as you want. As a visitor, you can rent between a 1-bedroom or 2-bedroom or 3-bedroom units, and you can use, if you want, of the services offered by the hotel. Not only for restaurants, breakfast, and so on, but also if you want to use the wellness, the swimming pool, or all kind of service. Yes, we just a no-worry holiday. Okay.
So if I love these projects and I want to buy an apartment, is that possible? To use just myself, to be a second home for me, a vacation home, as we talked earlier.
We are still defining the sales strategy, because we are now in contact with one bigger investor who is interested in taking a share in 1 or 2 buildings itself. So I can, but you can always follow on our website. It's www.jakobsonne.com, and there you can always find the most actual information about the offer.
When it will be finished, Unit 1, let's say.
Yes.
Let's start with that.
That's today's, in this market, it's a very important question, of course. If you go on site, you can see that we started the infrastructure works. So the road is being digged for the moment, which is a lot of soil, you can imagine, in the mountains. But by the end of this month, beginning of July, next month, by the end of June and beginning of July, the technical road will be finished. And this, of course, we need, it's a condition to have access to the first 2 buildings on the upper floor. So we will start the construction of the structure within, let's say, 1 month from here on. And this, normally it will take around 6 months to get the structure finished, and then we go on from there.
Okay. We will keep posted our TV show in our TV show about the stages of this project.
It will be a pleasure to come by and give you some updates.
Of course. I'm curious if there is another area in this country who woke up your interest, or I don't know, maybe in a city or...
Yes. As I told you, we are active in Belgium for more than 40 years, so we are not the classic developer who hits and runs. We are here to stay. We don't only have projects in
That's
Romania.
a promise.
That's a promise. It has been proven. We are here for more than 18 years now. The project of Jakob Sonne represents an investment of 50 million euro, which is already a big amount. So we will first focalize on finalizing and delivering this project. But of course, in the meantime, since we explained, it takes some time to find new locations, to go in discussion with the local authorities to make a new design, building. So we are already looking for new projects at this moment, and particularly in Brașov, we got to know over the last years. It took our attention, and we are having some very interesting conversations there, and we met some interesting people. And it has been proven over the last 20 years, Brașov, it's also had a huge development, so it gives a lot of opportunities also there.
Yes.
And maybe we already also visited the Black Sea. I explained to you that we have a lot of, I think in Belgium we made over 2,000 to 3,000 units of second homes at the Belgian seasides. We also believe that with the new highway to the sea, that it can also be a very interesting market.
Yes, in the last time, all that that contains sea, I mean, even a lake. Some developers are developing their projects next side to a lake for the clients to have a nice view. Talking about that, what are, I don't know, the most important wishes clients to receive for anything, for a home, for example?
Just talking about the lake, I can confirm it's very important. We also notice in Belgium that the single function neighborhoods, people don't want it anymore. Also in Belgium, we have a very nice project in Knokke. Knokke is also an exceptional location at the Belgian seaside, which we developed around the lake. And this lake, it offers a wakeboard cable with a very nice club. And it's amazing, the atmosphere, the ambience. We did over 800 apartments there, and it's really a big success. So it's very important to have a mixed program and to have an attraction pole. To answer your questions, like I said before, we noticed that in Romania, of course, compared to the other European standards? No?
I think it's a little bit of difference, of culture difference between your country and Romania. This is why I was asking you about the wishes.
We see a very fast change in the desires and the wishes of the local community, and I think we are evolving also in Romania to some general European standards. So people, maybe also after the pandemic, they realize that their home is really a very important place for life quality. So what we always attempt to do in design in our projects is not only a very nice place to stay with enough space and a nice terrace and a balcony or a nice garden, but also not only look inside the walls, but the general building. What's happening around? Is there some space, some public spaces to meet people, to community, organize activities? That it's a very nice place for life quality to stay.
Yes, it changed the vision.
Yeah, we noticed that ourselves over the last 10 years.
Of course.
And that's also very challenging here because, like we also already said, it takes some time to develop something, and often when you're finished to go to the market, the standards or the wishes already
so
changed.
You have to think forward and to predict the future, let's say.
Welcome in the neighborhood of tomorrow. This is what we try to do.
Of course. In the past years, here in Romania, were developed those 15 minutes city, which means that you live there, you work there, you have fun in there, you relax in there. What do you think about this concept?
It confirms what we discussed before. All monofunctional developments, not only residential, but like a dead ghetto of office buildings in Belgium or in Romania, it isn't the future. You have to be, sustainability is a very important word, and like maybe a very clear example, parking spaces are used during the day by office employees, but during the night by residential owners or people who live there. So that's already a very clear example why you have to blend the different functions to come to a smart city, like you say, and reduce transport by car and offer all local, that people can at 15 minutes be anywhere they want.
We are getting fast to the end of this TV show, and I want to ask you one more question. In your vision, which segment is more present in Romania? Residential one, office, or industrial?
I think in Romania it's the same as in other countries, and we always see some hot real estate projects and less interest. When we arrived in 2007, it was the beginning of the logistic
it was
period,
a boom,
logistic boom. Then, of course, in 2008, we had to take the break a little bit with the financial crisis. But afterwards, we've seen that it was a lot, it regained enough, and it was a really booming logistic. It's quite a mature market today. Offices, also the same. There, a few years later, there were a lot of office development, but then came COVID, and also COVID, it's still the impact today. It changed the entire business of office development. A lot of people had to work at home, flexible workspaces. So in general, the companies need less office space. So I think that's also a very mature market for the moment. Residential, we believe there's a stable demand. I explained before why all the reasons to invest in Romania. Residential market here, it's quite affordable still, if you can see, and every year the prices are rising, and this offers a huge potential not only for people who buy to live, but also to investors to rent. And this, we believe, it's a very strong engine of the market and the objective need of quality living. The standards are rising, and everybody deserves to live in a nice and good place, which is very important in your life.
Cedric, thank you very much for your presence in here. We are waiting you to talk about more about Jakob Sonne.
It will be a pleasure to give you another update in the near future.
Doamnelor și domnilor, atât pentru această duminică. Vă mulțumim pentru atenție și vă așteptăm duminica viitoare. La revedere!